Hello, work program friends. So for fourth quarter, I have revised some information for the work credit, hopefully making achieving work credit easy for all of you, no matter what your situations are. So if you would now navigate to Schoology with me so that you can click and see where all of these things are, I'm going to walk you through what's the same and what's been updated. Okay, first of all, there is a link at the very top. I want to know from each of you, have your work hours been affected as a result of the COVID quarantines? So if you open this spreadsheet, okay, it's going to open up into a Google Doc that you have been given access to update, and you'll see your names are all listed alphabetically. Students who did the full project for third quarter, I've listed that for you here. So if that hasn't changed, you're done. You don't need to do anything. But the rest of you, you can see that I have a column at the top for Xing if you are still working this quarter, or Xing if you are temporarily laid off. So for example, if I were Ashley Ullman and Chuck and Don's is still open, I would just put an X in that box for me, and then I know. Now, if I am Ashley and Chuck and Don's has closed, then I would put an X in this box. So if you would just please take a moment to update that, and if any of your job situations have changed, for example, Logan and Jacob, if your worksite information is available, you can go ahead and fill it in for me here, and then I'll know what's up with that. Okay, so that's step number one. Step number two, after you've updated your work situation, is this quarter, if you are working, you will have to digitally fill out an hours sheet. So you'll open it up, you'll fill it out for the week, you'll Dropbox it, or excuse me, you'll open it in Notability so you can save it as a PDF, and then you'll Dropbox it to fourth quarter hours sheets, submit here. Now, I also already have the short project if you're consistently working but it's less than 15 hours a week, or the long project for students who are just doing the project in place of work. But what I tried to do for everyone is give you a weekly option if you would prefer, if you are laid off right now, for example, which is not your fault, I'm so sorry, but you would prefer not to do the full project for fourth quarter work credit, here's what you can do. You can see each of the next 4 weeks. So this one's out of order. Solve that. Each of the next 4 weeks, you have the option of listening to a couple of podcasts that I have put links to, and I'm counting your time spent listening and then giving me some feedback as 10 hours of work for that week, which means this, you don't have to worry about pay stubs then or anything. If you do this, and for example, let's just look at the first one. So here's the link. You're going to listen to these two podcasts from this link. When I go into this link, for example, these podcasts are the first two that are listed here. Okay, so I'm going to listen to those. You can see this is a total of 25 minutes between the two. And then what I'm going to do is just write a summary and Dropbox it to the fourth quarter hours sheet. Submit here. Okay, so I'm really giving you a break. I'm giving you between 20 and 30 minutes of podcast listening each week on a variety of different work-related topics. And then all you have to do is write me a couple paragraph summaries or a paragraph from each of the, if there are 2 podcasts, a paragraph about what you learned and found interesting, and you Dropbox it to the hours sheet. When I see that, I record it as 10 hours in my information, and you don't have to worry about a pay stub or anything like that. That takes care of it. Now, if you are still working, I will need to see pay stubs. And so what I'm going to need for you to do is to take photos of your pay stubs and Dropbox them to the fourth quarter's hours sheet. That will be our central spot of how you get me all the information. So if you're not working right now, you can listen to podcasts each week. You can Dropbox your summary to the fourth quarter hours sheet, and then at the end of the quarter, you will do the short project, and we'll talk about that in May. If you're not working right now and you don't want to listen to weekly podcasts, we'll just plan on you doing the fourth quarter full project. Okay, so if you have any individual questions, please send me a Schoology message. Please email me, jwallner@northfieldschools.org. We can talk by phone. We can Zoom if you want a video conference. I totally want to make sure this makes sense to you. Okay, thanks for listening.